That is the diversity in India. That is, India is a country of many diversities. We speak in different languages, have various types of food, celebrate different festivals, practice different religions. But actually, if you think about it, we do many things that are similar, except that we do them in different ways. How do you explain diversity? A little more than 200 years ago, or long before the train, aeroplane, bus, or car became a part of our lives, people traveled from one part of the world to another in ship, on horses, on camel, or on foot. Often they went to search of the new lands or new places to settle in or for people to trade with, and because it took so long to travel, once they got to a place, people stayed there often for a long time. Many others left their homes because there were famines and drought, and they could not get enough to eat. Some went to search of the work while others left because there was a war. Sometimes, as they begin to make their homes in a new place, people begin to change little, and other times they manage to do things in the old ways. So their language, food, music, religions became a mix of the old and the new one. And out of this intermixing of cultures came something new and the different. The history of many places shows us how many different cultures influences have helped to shape life and culture there. Thus, regions become very diverse because of their unique histories. Similarly, diversity also comes about when people adapt their lives to the geographical area in which they live. For example, living near the sea is quite different from living in the mountain region. We are already discussing. Not only do people have different clothing and eating habits, but even in the kind of work they do, it's a different. Maybe just like in the sea, that is the main thing is fishing. Fishing is done. Who are living in the coastal area, or maybe it is the in the plain region if they live, that the agriculture was the main thing it is done. Okay, now we have to take a case study of the Ladakh. Ladakh is a desert. It is also described as a cold desert. Okay, Ladakh is a desert in the mountains in the eastern part of Jammu Kashmir. Very little agriculture is possible here since the region does not receive any rain, and it covers the snow for a large part of the year. There are very few trees that can grow in the region. For drinking water, people depend on the melting snow during the summer months. So you just see there that is the life in the Ladakh was very difficult. People here keep sheep and goats. The goats in the region are special because they produce pashmina wool, and this wool is prized and pashmina shawls cost a lot of money. The people in Ladakh carefully collect the wool of the Pashmina shawls are clearly wear in the Kashmirs. The people eat meat and milk produced like cheese and butter. Each family owns some goats, cows, and yak cows. Being a desert did not mean that the Ladakh did not attract its share of traders. It was considered a good trade route as it had many passes through which caravans traveled to what is today called Tibet. These caravans carried textile and spices, raw silk, and carpets. So through this, that is the trade was also flourished, and also the traders are attracted to come here in the from the primitive time also. Buddhism reached Tibet via Ladakh. Ladakh is also called Little Tibet. That there is a similarity with the Tibet, so it is described as the Little Tibet. Islam was introduced in the region more than 400 years ago, and there is a significant Muslim population here. Ladakh has a very rich oral tradition in song and poem. Local version of the Tibetan national epic is Kesar Saga are performed and sung by the Muslim and the Buddhist. So you see here that is the Ladakh, the life of the Ladakh people are that is the it is also being that is the traders are also being and the other people are also generated here, and also we just see that there is the in the Ladakh, that is the there is a Buddhism is taken, and also the Muslim was, that is the Islam was also followed by the some of the people, and also we just see there that is the main thing was done in the rearing sheep, and the Pashmina was very famous here. Now we have to take another case study, that is the Kerala. Kerala is a state in the southwest corner of India. It is surrounded by the sea on one side and hills on the other. A number of spices like pepper, cloves, and cardamoms are grown on the hills. It is spices that made this region an attractive places for traders. Jewish and Arab traders were the first to come here, and the apostle of the Christ, Saint Thomas, is believed to have come here nearly 2000 years ago, and he is credited with bringing Christianity to India. Okay, so Saint Thomas, he was just bringing the Christianity here, and many Arab traders also came and settled down here. Ibn Battuta, who traveled here a little less than 700 years ago, wrote a travelogue. Travelogue means that is whenever we have to travel here and we have to write for the others, it is known as the travelogue. And the description of the traveling is described here. That is the which he describes the lives of the Muslims and says that they are very highly respected community. The Portuguese discovered the sea route to India from Europe when Vasco da Gama landed with his ship here. That is the Portuguese also just came to Kerala at first. Because of all this various historical influence, people in Kerala practice different religions such as Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Hinduism and Buddhism. The fishing nets used here look exactly like the Chinese fishing nets and are called chinavalla. And even the utensil used for the frying is called the chinachatti. And it is believed that the word chin could have come from China. The fertile land and climate are suited to growing rice, and majority of people here eat rice, fish and vegetables. So we see here that is Kerala. It is totally different from Ladakh, and their life is also it is depends on their geographical area, and it is also depend on the some of the historical factors, that there is some connection with the China also there. So we just get the name of the China Chatti, and also that is the China Valla. Okay, so in this way we see that regions, just like in our region, that is we are living in the West Bengal, that we are living in the Kolkata, that maybe it is in the part of the Gangetic Plain. Okay, so here also we have a history, we have a geography, we have a cultural life of our region also, and it is different from the other regions, and it is also the mix up with the other regions. Okay, so next day we have to describe about the unity in diversity.